Volkswagen has started to talk about exactly what we can expect from the first of its promised long-range models, an all-electric hatchback based on the ID concept car and given the internal codename of Neo. According to various interviews it's been giving to media outlets, we can expect a range of battery pack options and a price starting from as low as €25,000 before incentives. Obviously, this is the concept car, but talking about the production model, Volkswagen says we'll see a 48 kilowatt-hour battery pack, giving a starting range of around 205 miles, that's 330 kilometers, on the WLTP test cycle. There will be a choice of two different onboard charger options, 7.2 and 11 kilowatts, plus DC quick charging capabilities of up to 125 kilowatts. A more expensive mid-range model will be sold with a range of 280 miles, that's 450 kilometers of range, on the WLTP test cycle. An even more expensive model will have even more range, but Volkswagen hasn't confirmed what it will be yet. This is all possible, says Volkswagen, because of the economies of scale that it will be able to leverage when making upwards of 100,000 cars per year out of each of its electric car production facilities. But is Volkswagen really changing? Will this car make a difference? And is it price competitive or not? Post-Dieselgate, Volkswagen has been keen to set itself up as an automaker looking forwards to plug-in models, and that's why we've seen so many of its concept plug-in cars get unveiled. To date, however, Volkswagen hasn't produced a single new model, and that's left a very nasty taste in the mouth of plug-in fans. Many don't trust Volkswagen, and many never will. That kind of investment that Volkswagen is making in electric cars isn't small fry. €1.3 billion is going into readying 3 facilities for electric vehicle production, and that doesn't include development money spent on designing the MEB electric platform. While some of the money that Volkswagen is spending in some countries on electric vehicles is due to court-mandated penance for the Dieselgate scandal, it's a company which, like other companies, wants to make money, and therefore it's following the money looking forwards. If diesel is off the table and petrol is also limited in its future, electric does seem to be the best choice for Volkswagen right now. I'm sure that there are those on Volkswagen's board who don't believe in electric who are holding up the proceedings. Their grip appears to be loosening, but it's like a large oil tanker. It takes a massive company like Volkswagen a long time to change course. It's not a small, agile company that can turn on a dime. That's not an excuse, it's an observation. Right now, it seems to be more sensible to focus on the change, though, rather than the past, if the change is going to help us get to where we want the company to be in the future. Okay, that's my first question. What about my next one? Will this car make a difference? To electric car fans and those who are distrustful of Volkswagen, no, it won't. But some mainstream buyers are a different case. They're less likely to worry about Volkswagen's past and more likely to not care about the badge on the car as long as the car does what they want it to for the price they're willing to pay. If we assume more people are open to electric car ownership than ever before, and this new electric hatchback offers rapid charging that can be matched with cheap, reliable public infrastructure, then yes, I think it will make a difference. Why? This isn't another high-end luxury electric car aimed at those with lots of money or those who are already converted to the idea of electric cars. This is meant to be a mainstream model that will appeal to mainstream buyers. While it won't be sold in all markets, the economies of scale being talked up by Volkswagen thanks to the MEB platform and the estimated 10 million electric cars it says the platform will end up producing, it will certainly help more people get into an electric car. There are sadly a few caveats though. First, it's not an SUV, and right now the SUV market is the largest car segment. Volkswagen may be building a great hatchback for Europe in the ID, but it needs to bring an affordable, similarly priced SUV to market to really get market dominance. Right now, the Kia Niro and Hyundai Kona Electric are the two closest models to that, so Volkswagen needs to follow suit. Then it really would be making a big difference. Okay, what about price? Is it competitive? Is this the killer EV price? Right now, I think it is, although it could go a little further. If we examine the cost price versus distance, we're looking at a cost of €75, that's $88 per kilometre of range offered, or about €122, that's $143 per mile of claimed range offered. That's far better than the 2018 Nissan Leaf, which has far less range on the WLTP test cycle and a far higher sticker price. The closest car to Volkswagen's upcoming ID in terms of price versus range? Well, that's the Kona Electric, whose longer range 64 kilowatt-hour battery pack offers 1 kilometre of range for every €81 of its sticker price. Volkswagen's headline €25,000 price tag, which is about $30,000 is a good step in the right direction, but it still puts a sticker premium on the cost of driving electric. Granted, incentives in some markets will bring that price to below that of a comparable petrol model, like an entry-level Golf, but incentives won't last forever. That said, it's the best combination of range and price quoted by any automaker to date. Sure, this car hasn't entered production yet, but if it really does, Volkswagen could be onto something. Granted, it's going to be limited in its performance spec, at least at an entry-level point, but then so too is a 1-litre entry-level hatchback. Interior tech will be kept to a minimum too, but so too is an entry-level petrol hatchback. And while the ECU will be capable of receiving over-the-air updates, Volkswagen isn't planning on offering huge smartphone connectivity or feature purchasing a la Tesla. It's working on cost first and foremost. Volkswagen has spent many years promising all kinds of things, and this could be the first real electric car we see from it that isn't a short-range EV. Also, Volkswagen's build quality is legendary, and if it manages to package that with basic functionality, range and charging, this car will be a hit in certain key markets. Earning back customer trust though, well, that's going to be a lot harder. That's it. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.